Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hello! This is Flo, he's the second half of the channel.
I'm the dude behind the camera mostly.
Yeah, he should get back behind the camera, not here, but anyway. So, as you've seen in the other video, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it up here. We came to the 24-hour race in Nürburgring. And guess what? Look who has a stand here. Lego couldn't be away from here. Let's see what they got at the stand. We're at the Lego stand, and behind me you can see a two-phase Porsche 911 RSR. This half is actually a real car that competed 2 years ago in the 24-hour race of Le Mans. Porsche gave half of the car to Lego, and Lego had to build the other half. This is built from around 350,000 Lego pieces, and it took 5 Lego master builders around 1,000 working hours to do. So we get an expansion pack for Forza Horizon 4 from Lego, and you can drive some of the speed champion cars if you can still drive. I haven't played video games in a while. This is cool, even the scenery is Lego, all the trees and posts and everything else that I'm hitting right now. For now we have the F40 and the Mini, and we need to see if Lego plans to release some other cars from the speed champion series, or if this is all what we get from them. I think this is a kind of natural occurrence. One of my first memories with Lego from my childhood was playing with little 4-stud wide race cars. Kids change, people change, times change, so I think this is just a natural progress that we have. Lego driving simulators. Lego also brought the one-to-one Bugatti Chiron. They unveiled it some time ago, and there are tons of videos on the internet, so I'm not going to go a lot into details, just some key facts. The car. We are here with Aurelien, who was the designer of the Bugatti Chiron. Also partially involved in designing the big one. What was the most challenging thing to build on this car? Was it the exterior design or the structure of the part?
So for the one-to-one, I think the team that was based in Plano, they had quite many challenges to make it actually drive, and for that they had to use only Lego motor, Lego Technic motor that we know that are on the box that we have today. And I think the challenging part was to make sure that it won't burn or get destroyed, and all the gears will not melt. So I would say the gearing and the gearboxing, like making sure that everything will work and power the car with the right enough torque to make it drive.
There are over 2,300 motors, 2,304 to be exact, in the car. Right?
Yeah, I think it's 1,500 or is it
2,300 and
2,300, okay, well, I thought it was less. So yeah, 2,300 smaller motor that I put together, motors. And then to recreate the 16-cylinder engine, they use the Lego Technic motors, so put together, and then they deliver enough torque to drive the car from 20k up to 25 km per hour on a straight line on the track. Then you can go that fast. Yeah.
As I said, it has around 5 horsepower, a little over 5 horsepower.
Yeah.
I think one of the challenges was also to manage to design the skin, to get shapes.
Yeah, that was also challenging.
The challenge to build in a small scale is one, because you are limited on on space
on
and
the
the price
size.
that you
Yeah,
have.
of course. Yeah.
Here you do have the freedom of the parts, of the size, but you need to get much more accurate shapes. So
Exactly. Yeah.
tell us something about the design solutions for the skin.
So that team is the one who's doing the big sculpture, the Lego sculpture that you can see in the Lego house or in different places in the world. And they use the same technique as they use in the dinosaurs in the Lego house. So it's like a skin based on the Lego elements that are built together the same way as you will build a Lego model. So there's no glue involved. But for them to recreate the shape, they use a clever technique. I think it was using activators, and with the drill they made of Lego, they could adjust the shape of the skin.
Fine details.
So they could really finely tune the shape to match the curve of the real car. And actually, when you see the Lego model next to the real car together, it's from a little distance, it's really almost impossible to tell.
Like this.
Which one is it? Okay, you made it like this, but it's almost barely easy to say. Yeah.
As you designed a small one, what was?
Yep.
I know you did a lot of iterations and you took a lot of time
Yeah.
to design. I think the process was, and the collaboration with Bugatti was
It was quite amazing, of course, but also challenging because they have not so many cars, so they really are keen on details on the Chiron. And each time we presented the sketch model, they are always commenting and giving a lot of feedbacks, which was actually positive for us because it was helping to shape the model even better and nicer until what we have today. But that was one challenge, I think, the shapes, to make sure we have the right element in the right place and making sure we can decode this is that car and not something else. But also the interior, because it's not so big and we wanted to squeeze as many functions as possible and also even more detail than we've been doing by the past. So all in all, it was like a challenging exterior and interior. I mean, I spent 6 months just for the exterior, 6 months for the interior, and making sure that we have the gearbox working and all the functions and the gearings that will be there and delivered. So it was not that easy, and we had to create 3 elements, 3 new parts, 3 new gears. So we had a team of designers and engineers, part of our design technique team, that were spending, I think, 4 to 5 months just working on the gearbox mechanism to make sure we'll have the right gearing and also the size, because before we started we made the gearbox but it was this big, so the size of the car, so we could do it but it would never fit in the car we have today. So then we thought like we should create new parts. Then they looked for that, and then after a couple of months they found out it was 3 parts that we need, and then it scaled down to a small cassette. So then I could just had to we built it into a smaller version and then squeeze it under the engine, and then that was it. That we could put all the details we wanted, and the function was there: the 8-speed sequential gearbox, 16-cylinder engine, and all the rest of the function that you have in a car. So that was quite challenging, yeah, the interior, but also for me because I started a couple of years ago with smaller models, and today for me doing the Chiron was quite challenging. It was also pushing me outside of the comfort zone and then trying something new, but I was also excited to do something bigger.
This is when good things come out.
Exactly.
You have over your limit zone, over your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly. And then when you see the end result, you're like, wow, okay, that was possible, and yeah, we managed to do it, and the car is there, and you have something that works as you want, and the partnership with Bugatti, which was also quite cool to be involved with, and then being able to go there also to see the atelier, the workshop where they assemble the car only by hands. There's no machine, so they invited us to see and take a look. And then when we saw that, we thought like also that is quite interesting, and we should also implement it in the process of building the car. So not only doing the car, but also
the complete
giving the experience to the consumer when they build it. We want them to feel it's also the same experience they will do, like same process. Yeah. So the marriage process. Yeah. Which was also tricky because you need to have something stable at the end, but I was asked, you have to split it in half, like find a way, no? Like okay, it's like you have a chassis, it's fine, but when you have to split in two, it takes more structural parts, more elements maybe, but you don't want to make it too heavy as well. And so it's finding the right balance, but also it's what we want to do is to deliver a better experience and a nicer model. So yeah, we push our limits and we tried our best, and
succeeded. It's a great model.
And the quality is there, yeah. So
quality of the details and the building experience, and the way that you can.
But that's why it takes a long time. It took a year and a half to 2 years from the first sketch to the final model finished with the book, booklet finished, and the packaging.
What's your new project? Fast.
I'm sorry, I cannot tell you.
I tried.
anything about
I
that.
tried to catch him off guard, but nah.
No. I forgot, sorry.
Okay, let's have a more close look at the cars, both the big one and the small one, and then Aurelien promised me a signed copy of the Chiron. Catch you later.